Hello and welcome to Indie Cigar Review. Today we are reviewing the Acid Liquid. I do not know why I keep saying we, because it's just me all by my lonesome. As emo as that just sounded. I swear I'm a happy person. Anyways, this is the Acid Liquid from Drew Estates. I figure it's the holiday season. Currently we're at December 16th. And while this is not a holiday-themed cigar by any means, I've always found the acids to have a potpourri, almost pine tree-ish aroma to it. Smells very, very nice to me. Now, with Drew Estates, generally the burns are almost perfect. I've never really had any problems in any of the Drew Estates cigars. I've had 22, 23 acids. And I've, again, never had problems with it. So, let's get this cut up, toast the end a little bit, and then start smoking. Yes, I just said that like Roger Rabbit. Don't judge me. And by the way, this cigar is a Connecticut wrapped, no veins to speak of, besides two decent sized ones on, let's see if I can get it right there. Other than that, besides these two, there's no veins. Tight, very visible seams. The seams are very clearly defined in here. There's this little wrinkled paper bag looking texture to the end of the cigar. Not sure what that's about, but to each his own. As I had said, a potpourri, pine tree aroma to it. Very, very nice. I personally enjoy it. Pre-light. Pre-light tobacco in the mouth. I forgot to brush it off. Pre-light is a sweetened tip, so there's a sugar texture on the palate. Still quite nice. There's actually minor tears and damage on the end of the cigar, or the foot, I believe it's called. No, and I don't know. The part you draw off of. There we go. Which is strange for the Drew Estate lines. Again, never had any problems with them. My humidor is still at an even 70 and 70. It's been that way all day. Normally it's at about 68 to 69 with between 69 and 70 to 71% humidity. So again, still very nice. Not sure why it cracked. I'm pretty sure I bought this actually from cigarsauctioneer.com. I bought a pack of 3. The pack of 3 cost me $4. So very good deal. Normally these retail for about $95 a box from what I've seen, while seeing them go upwards to $130 a box. This is actually my first one, still have tobacco in my mouth. So, it is now cut up. Let's start toasting. If I can find my lighter. Not very professional when you have to search everywhere for it. Oh well, Indie Cigar Review. So immediately that paper bag at the end, so to speak, burns away. A very almost cinematic quality burn. Watch it wrinkle, toast away, and then hit the actual tobacco itself. The aroma is again that very pronounced potpourri, smells very nice. Somewhat pine tree. It really just reminds me of Christmas. When I first had this, or not this cigar, these type of cigars, they all have a very similar flavor profile. First draw reveals a peppery front of the peppery on the front of the palate. It is not actually have a flavor anywhere near like it smells. Most of the acids have either the exact flavor or very similar flavor from what I've had so far. I have not had the liquid or the deep dish, but the rest of them I've all had. The only exception to that rule has been the Blondie, which had almost like a licorice taste to me. Red vines, to be precise. But so far, very good. Burn so far is razor sharp. However, it's already burned that far down almost instantly. So this might be a very short smoke. Decent smoke production. Definitely not chewy smoke, but not thin either. Good, pretty good smoke quantity. The draw is very, very loose. You could definitely toke on this if you want to, but you will probably end up choking on the sheer quantity of smoke just a little itty bitty puff produces. So yes, I will come back with you at the first. Alright, we are a whopping 5 minutes into the cigar, already that far down, very fast burner. It's much stronger than normally Drew Estate cigars are, especially the acid line. They're normally a very mild, very thinner smoke, normally pretty strong flavors. This one, flavor-wise, I honestly can't quite tell. There's definitely a pepper there. Not really any sweetness to speak of. Tobacco that gets consistently in your mouth, which I don't really like, but oh well. It says a long filler, so that should not be happening, but it happens. So, for being what it is a very quick burner. But almost razor sharp, produces decent quantities of smoke. So far, I'm enjoying it. But again, I cannot quite place the flavors. Perhaps further down, I'll be able to give you more details. Here's hoping. Alright, we are just under halfway down. I'm not updating it at halfway because I want to actually show you how nice this ash is holding on. Currently, at just under the halfway point, this cigar is clocked in at 19 minutes. That's it. Now this is by no means a very large cigar, but it's not a small one either. It should last longer than this. Soon I'll be at the band point, and then it'll either slow down dramatically or the burn will increase. Based upon my other experience with the Drew Estate, past the band point it will increase. But for my other experiences with Drew Estates, they're very slow burning, very consistent cigars. As you can see, burn, not razor sharp, almost razor sharp actually. Does not need any touch-ups. It has gone a little wonky a couple times, but it fixes itself almost immediately. The ash is a nice, beautiful white. Only darkness is right here with the charred end. Very, very good construction. Flavors, I'm still having a hard time to describe. Definitely the pepper. There is a very minor, almost like a bitter cream. It's definitely infused. It's definitely a flavored cigar. I'm just very puzzled exactly what the flavors are. There's no potpourri taste. There's no normal acid taste, which is synonymous with the Drew Estate brand, or at least the acid line of the Drew Estate brand. But still a good cigar with an ash like that. Burn, performances, everything else. Doesn't need to be an extremely pleasantly flavored cigar in order to not be able to marvel at the construction. So far, another beautiful, beautifully constructed cigar from Drew Estate. I will come back at a little beyond the band point. Alright, just past the band point. Flavors are starting to finally come in a little bit. It has that somewhat potpourri, almost pine tree taste, which matches the aroma of the cigar. Probably doesn't sound very pleasant, but It's not very pleasant, but it's not bad either. The sweetened tip has been entirely worn off for a while now. Ash is holding on pretty good again. My last update, when I commented upon the long ash, about maybe 4 seconds after the video update, it fell on me. It fell in one nice solid chunk. So far the strength is a very low end of a medium. There's a minor kick to it, but not that bad at all. Smoke is actually quite good. And the ash is following me again. I jinxed myself. Either way, still a good cigar. Flavors are starting to come in. Real sweetness to it. That is where that torn wrapper was at. It turned into this. Not sure how exactly. It looks pretty gnarly, but doesn't affect the smoke or the burn or anything like that. So I'm just trying to be mindful of it and not allow the wrapper to unravel. But still a pretty good cigar. Not the greatest I've had from Drew Estates or greatest period, but good smoke. I will come back to you at the nub for one final update and my farewell. Alright, we are down to the nub. Turn on a little light so it's a little brighter. Not good. Very bitter, harsh, burning, hot smoke, but for a nub of a cigar, it's to be expected. As I've stated many times before, there is only a few exceptions to where the cigar gets better towards the nub. Even with most premium cigars, that's still not the case, only certain types. Overall, good smoke. We clocked in at 41 minutes, so for what it is, pretty small cigar. The actual dimensions I do not remember or know. I will post them on the actual description of the video in case you would like to know. I bought these with a very large order / sampler pack from cigarauctioner.com. So it did not come with any of those dimensions or anything of that nature. So I will look up online and figure it out. So as always, if you've enjoyed the review, hit like. If not, it's entirely up to you. I sincerely hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful morning, noon, or night, whatever you are doing. I hope it is wonderful. This has been Indie Cigar Review, and this cigar has not inspired a tobacco-infused smile, but just for the hell of it, there's a smile anyways. Have a good day.